Today we're talking about one of my favorite actresses ever. She's great in dramatic roles, she can make you cry laughing, she's been in big budget blockbusters, and she's been in tiny independent movies that no one's ever heard of. This week we're talking about Amy Adams, who stars in the new film The Woman in the Window, which I'm actually quite excited to see. It's been getting pushed back for quite a while now, but it's finally getting a release on Netflix, which is awesome. My review of that will be up on Monday. But in the meantime, let's count down my top 5 favorite films starring Amy Adams. Now before we get into the top 5 list, I want to touch on a couple honorable mentions. Catch Me If You Can, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, Man of Steel, Her, Vice, The Muppets, Sunshine Cleaning, and The Master. And I just want to acknowledge I haven't seen every movie that she's been in. I missed the film Big Eyes, Julie and Julia, and Junebug, which I've heard is one of her best. But with all that out of the way, let's get into the actual top 5 list. Coming in at number 5, we have the film Doubt. I actually just watched this one earlier today so I could consider it for this list, and this is a great movie. This was nominated for Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress for both Viola Davis and Amy Adams. Now the star of this show is Meryl Streep. She steals every scene that she's in. She's impossible to look away from. She's Meryl fucking Streep. But Amy Adams holds her own next to her very, very well. She's great at being this naive and optimistic nun, and while she starts the movie off being kind of a pushover, her character really grows and learns how to be a little bit more dominant in the classroom. Wow, that didn't sound right. She learns how to be a little bit more assertive. There, that's much better. Holy shit. And as this film is tackling a very serious subject matter, abuse in the Catholic Church, Amy Adams does a great job of balancing a little bit of levity with some very serious subject matter. If you haven't seen this movie already, check it out. It's a great film. I think you'd really enjoy it. You personally, whoever you are. Coming in at number 4 is a highly underrated movie. It's called Nocturnal Animals. This one stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Amy Adams, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Michael Shannon. While Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Michael Shannon really do steal the show in this movie, Jake Gyllenhaal hands in a great dual performance, and Amy Adams does a great job balancing all of that. You're going to notice that with a lot of Amy Adams films, is that she's great at balancing out a lot of different themes and emotions in her work. But Nocturnal Animals, it's got a great story that's very disturbing but also looks incredible, and it's a movie that nobody talks about. More people should see this movie. I think Amy Adams is great in it. I think it's a great story, and I think it's very good at balancing two completely different storylines and intertwining them in an interesting way. Coming in at number 3 is another supporting performance from Amy Adams, and that is The Fighter. This is a movie filled with amazing performances. Mark Wahlberg is great as Mickey Ward. You've also got Melissa Leo and Christian Bale in their Oscar-winning roles. Amy Adams, though, I don't think she gets enough credit. I wanted to highlight this one because this is a role that I don't usually see Amy Adams play. You usually see her playing like a kind of naive character, and I think this was a great turn. This is one that showed that, hey, you know, she's not just an innocent person all the time. She can be mean, she can be rude, she can also be sweet and loving, but she can do it in a more aggressive way. And I think that she was great in this movie. I think this movie is perfectly cast. Number 2 is one that really solidified Amy Adams as a star for me, at least in my eyes. This is a great movie, especially if you grew up watching Disney movies, and that is Enchanted. I think this one is super underrated. It totally satirizes and kind of makes fun of Disney movies while also having a great story that kids can watch and enjoy. It's not condescending or mean-spirited. It's very sweet and uplifting. And you've also got great supporting performances from McDreamy and James Marsden. And at number 1, it is Arrival. This is a movie I don't actually know if Amy Adams was nominated, but she definitely didn't win, and it's annoying. This is probably my favorite Denis Villeneuve film under Prisoners. Oh shit, he also did Blade Runner. What is the ranking of that? But Amy Adams really makes this movie for me. I think that she kind of carries the movie. Not that the movie isn't great on its own terms, but I think that Amy Adams really adds a lot to this movie that I don't think anybody else can. She's clearly dealing with something in this film, or at least you think that she is, and Amy Adams does a really good job of just bringing that emotion to this film. I think that this is also a really quiet movie and kind of a slow burn movie that otherwise could have been really boring, so you need a strong lead there to carry this film. And she does a great job along with Jeremy Renner and Forest Whitaker in making you interested in knowing how these aliens want to speak to humans and how we're going to connect with them. When you hear that there's a movie about aliens, you think, oh my god, that sounds awesome. But then when you hear it's about language as well, you're kind of like, is that going to be the most boring shit ever? But no, Denis Villeneuve makes an incredible movie. I really hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And it's very engaging engaging. He does some interesting things with time in this movie, and he does a much better job than Christopher Nolan did with Tenet. Yeah, that's right. I'm dropping shade. Yeah, what a fucking waste of my... Sorry, I'm getting off topic. But no, this is a fantastic movie, and you should check it out. So that is it. Those are my top 5 favorite Amy Adams movies. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see more, hit like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and let me know what your favorite Amy Adams movie is down below. Tune in on Friday for a comedy sketch. I don't know what it is yet. And tune in on Monday for my review of The Woman in the Window. Thank you again so much for watching, and as always, stay groovy, watch a movie.